In this video, I will be reviewing Buzz. It's been released by Daniel Adetunji on the 25th of August at 9 AM EST, and it's going to be available on the Warrior Plus network. We're going to take a look at the sales page. I'll show you inside the members area. We'll go through the OTOs, what they are, how much they cost. We'll have a little look at the vendor. I'll tell you what I like and what I don't like about it before summarising and giving you my final thoughts. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video to see if Buzz might be right for you. Hi, I'm Brian from MoneyLifeChange.com, where we help you to get your online business on the right track. And if you would like to learn how to become a more profitable marketer, click on the first link down in the description below. And if this is your first time on the channel, remember to subscribe and click the little bell icon, and then I can let you know each time I upload new content. Okay, let's get into the video. Buzz. It is a one-click app that taps into 9 different traffic sources at once for free buyer traffic to any link within minutes. Okay guys, red flag straight away, one-click app that gives you free buyer traffic within minutes. It's nonsense. If you're a beginner, run a mile. Watch the rest of the video, I'll explain why, but run a mile, avoid this, avoid this, avoid this. Like I say, I will explain, so stick around, and you can see it's built for beginners. The reason it's built for beginners is a beginner coming into this isn't going to know any better. They're going to be a little bit naive, and they're going to have the wool pulled over their eyes and put their hand in the pocket, because anybody with a little bit of knowledge and experience isn't going to be touching this sort of thing. It is promising a 180-day money-back guarantee. But as we're coming down the page, here we go. It's the step 1, step 2, step 3. This sort of sales page, go and look at other products and you'll see the same stuff over and over again. They're all pretty similar looking. And here's something else they all like to put on, where they're putting these earnings on, but the earnings don't relate to the product they're trying to sell you. These sort of earnings are made by selling products like this to people like you and me. They're playing on the feeling hopeless. They're looking for people who are just looking for a quick fix, really. An easy money, overnight success sort of thing that doesn't really exist. But we'll continue down. And like I say, it's the same sort of stuff. Go and look at other pages and you see these same sort of things over and over again. I'm sort of starting to say this in most of the reviews I do now, where don't focus too much on the product that they're selling you. Just have a little look at how they're trying to sell you. Go and compare it to other sales pages, and you see they're all using the same sort of methods. Here's another trick that they use. They're trying to associate themselves to well-known names and faces. Now, I don't believe for 1 second that these guys have got anything to do with this product. They certainly won't be using it. They do this to try and gain authority and a little bit of traction, so that you'll trust them enough to put your hand in your pocket, basically. Now, you can come and look at the sales page in your own time and take your time and go through it and read it all yourself. There was one thing I did pick up on that I wanted to point out just before we go into the members area, so stick with us, guys. We've got this, it's a brand new fan page in the fitness niche, right? This is what they're saying, and this is what happened in 24 hours. They got 700 page likes. Okay, so let's take a look at this page, right? Bear in mind, they're saying it's in the fitness niche, okay? Now, this is what that page looks like. It's a monthly magazine for the promotion of good governance. As you can see, this is not related to the fitness niche at all. I just sort of wanted you to see that before we move into the members area, which we're going into now. Just bear in mind, that's the sort of tactics that they're using to try and sell this product, okay? Now, once you've signed in, this is what you're greeted with. Straight away, another red flag, it's not secure. Now, are you really going to sign in with your personal details on a site that isn't secure? I know I won't. There's several tabs down the left here where you've got reports, where you can see how your posts are doing. You've got a post template which doesn't load anything, and nor does the graphics. This is a day before launch, and this is review access, so that might have something to do with it. Hopefully that's all fixed before launch. You've got drafts where obviously you can see your drafts. There's an automation bot. You've got a bulk schedule, an RSS feed. You've got captions, file manager, a groups manager, and manage team. Then we come up into here, and this is where you can upload your media, so you can create folders. You just sort of give it a name and create, and there's your folder there. You can upload media from your PC, or you can upload media from your Dropbox, so any images or videos, etc. We'll sort of come along to this in a second. We're just going to come here. I've been into the tutorials, and I'll just show you. As I said, this is the day before launch, and we're coming to here, and there's just an error message. So there's no tutorials as yet, but hopefully, again, that's something that will be put right before launch tomorrow. Then we'll come to accounts, and this is where you would start and start logging in to all your accounts. And now you can see the platforms that they're talking about that you can use to gain your buyer traffic. And remember, this is one click within seconds. Now it does say there's 9 platforms on the sales page, but it seems like there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you would, like I say, you'd go and sign in. You can have more than one account into each of these platforms, I believe. But as I said earlier, this is not secure. I won't be signing into any of these. The report is the same as your reports over here, where you can see. I'll show you. There you go. You can see your platforms down here, and success posts, fail posts, total posts, etc. Then we have the schedules, where you can sort of schedule all your posts. Again, you've got your platforms down the left, and you would just come into here and you can go into there and create a new post, and that would add that to there, which brings you into the compose. So when it comes to composing your post, you've got 3 types that you can choose from. You've got media, which would include images, videos. You have link, where you could add a link and direct the traffic to where you want them to go. Or you've got text only. If we come back to media, you can see there's an image already been added here, so we'll use that. And when we click on that, now you see the preview here. This is where you can see what your post is going to look like. You could then add a little bit of text, and you can see that's shown up on there. And if we come here, you have the choice. You can post it now, or you could save it to drafts. Obviously, you start saving to drafts, and when you come in here, that's where you're going to find them. Your other option would be to schedule your post. As you see the date there, you can choose how often it's repeated. So you could have the post every day, and then you could choose to do that for, say, a week. So that would post every day for a week. And then you can schedule now. I don't think this will work because I'm not signed in yet. It's asking me to sign into an account. And this is where you would choose. So you come up here, you've got accounts here, and you choose which accounts you want to post to. And in a nutshell, that is kind of it. Now, when we look at these platforms, let's start with YouTube. Why you would come into this app to upload a video and schedule it to be posted onto YouTube, I really don't know, because you can just go onto YouTube and do that. You don't need this app for that. And as for the rest of the platforms, again, you don't need this app for that. You could go to somewhere like Hootsuite, and you can schedule social media posts on here. You can start with a free trial. They do have a free plan, but it is a bit limited. You're limited to 3 platforms, and I think it's 30 posts per month. But you can start with a free trial and see what you think of that. The difference being, this is a one-time payment, and it's a low one-time payment, which begs the question, is it going to be updated, maintained, supported, etc.? Somewhere like Hootsuite, you know it's going to be. It's reliable. It's going to be safe. This app isn't even safe at the moment. The other thing with this, if you're posting on these platforms and you've got no following, you've got no traffic. No following, no traffic, is it? It's simple maths, really. The other thing to consider is you can compose these posts, and yes, you can schedule them. Whether it would actually work or not, I'm not 100% certain at the moment, because obviously this isn't quite ready yet. But let's assume it does. Who's going to see it? It's claiming you're going to get all this traffic, but if you don't have following, which if you're a beginner and you're starting out in this, I'm assuming you're not going to have a mass of fans, you're not going to have a mass of followers. So who's actually going to see what you're putting out there? You're not going to get tons of traffic from that. The traffic from that is nonsense. Now, if you want to start building an online business, you need to be thinking long term. This is not a long-term option, really, in my opinion. The reason I'm saying that is it's not likely to be supported. I mean, it's not even secured. It's a day before the launch. They're not even ready yet. You've seen some of the tactics that they're using on the sales page. Right, we'll just take a little look at the vendor before we go into the OTOs, okay? Now we come in here, and this is Daniel Adetunji. As you can see here, 2 stars. I mean, that's not even 2 stars. And this is his JV Zoo profile, 2 stars. And then if we look at the refund rate, 6.58%. That's quite high for a refund rate. Then if we move along to his Facebook profile, and you see the names on his friend list there, These guys all promote and support each other when they release these products. And these are the guys who keep creating shiny object after shiny object for the likes of you and me to waste our money on. Now let's take a look at the OTOs. And here we are with the OTOs. We've got the front end is $17. OTO 1, which is unlimited, is $39. I believe the front end limits how many accounts you can add. OTO 2, another $39, and that's an automated edition. OTO 3 is a done-for-you traffic edition and setup, and that's $197. OTO 4 is $39, and that's the full license rights. OTO 5, $197, and that's a done-for-you money blog. And $197 will get you the Platinum Edition, private customer support email, that's OTO 6, and OTO 7 is the reseller and agency rights. If you go ahead and purchase these all the way through the funnel, for a $17 product, it's going to cost you $822. That's a lot of money. However, not that I recommend you do this, but if you come to the sales page, I'm just going to refresh it. Yes, we'll reload that. And then you will see, this is your $17 front end, but when you come up here, oh, congratulations, you get a $5 discount. So technically, you can save a little bit there. And then if we come back to these, and you were to buy at the downsell prices, you see the little prices on these. So you get this one, you say, no, thank you. They're going to offer you the same thing for less money. So if you bought at the downsell prices, by the time you got to the end, it's about $410, which is less than half price. So again, if you are a beginner and you're brand new to all this, maybe you haven't bought a product yet, once you buy the first one, you'll be thanked for that and you'll be offered this one-time offer. And they're going to offer you at this price. Now, if you look down the bottom of the page, it's going to say, no thanks, I don't want extra money, or something along those lines. And you click on that, and it'll come back and tell you, oh yes, I can understand, your money might be a little bit tight, blah, blah, blah. So here's a special deal for you, and we'll offer you at this price. And they'll do that all the way through. So be aware of that. I don't recommend you purchase any of this, but if you were going to, just bear that in mind. Okay, then what do I like and what do I not like about it? The pros and cons, I guess. The pros for it, I'm kind of struggling on a little bit. There is a promise of a money-back guarantee. Let's just have a look at that. And here is the guarantee saying you can try it for 180 days and get your money back if you don't like it. What I would point out here is if you can't see results, hit us up and we'll send every penny back if we can't make things right. Yeah? So you notice that if we can't make things right. The we can't make it right means that they're just going to tell you that you're not doing something right, or you haven't done this, or you haven't tried that properly, and they'll keep you waiting, hanging around till you get sick of it and don't bother anymore, or they'll offer you something else. They will give you this as a goodwill gesture, and it'll just be another shiny object. That's another piece of crap, basically. I would usually class the software as a pro because they tend to work to a fashion. I dare say this one will. Obviously, I can't 100% guarantee that because I'm not willing to sign into any of my accounts on an app that's not secure, which means I haven't been able to properly test it. But I would assume that, yes, you can compose something in here and you can post it and you'd be able to schedule it. I would assume that that'll all work. Now let's get on to the cons. What do I not like about it? In my opinion, you're not going to get traffic from this. You don't need this. As I say, there are other options to schedule posts on these platforms, so this isn't needed for that. The misleading sales page, it's got false income proof on here. It's trying to associate itself with big names that have got nothing to do with this app. It's telling you you're going to get free buyer traffic within minutes. That's not going to happen. You can post all you like, but no following, you've got no traffic. It's that simple, really. If you're going to be posting to offers and links and stuff like that, and you're going to be automate and repeat posting, you're going to get accounts flagged up for spam. It is quite a spammy sort of method to try and generate traffic. And even if you do sort of manage to generate some traffic, why they're saying it's buyer traffic, where they get that from, I really don't know. Like I've said, it's not really going to work. If you haven't got following and fans and stuff, you've not got the traffic, have you? It's that simple. Now, you can pick this up for $12. Bear that in mind and just think, is this app going to be supported, maintained, updated as it's needed? It's not likely, is it? For $12, not likely. Now, if you're looking at this because you want to start an online business, you do not need to be buying this sort of gimmick. You really do need to steer clear of these sort of shiny objects, because that's all this is. If you're serious about starting an online business, you've got to be thinking much further ahead. You need to be thinking like a year ahead, and in my opinion, in a year's time, this thing won't be here. You won't be able to log into this. Or if you can, it'll be broken. It just won't work. It's that simple. Okay, to summarise and give you my final thoughts. In summary, it is like I've said, it's just another shiny object. My final thoughts would be, especially if you're a beginner, don't be taken in with what you see on the sales page. Don't be looking at these sort of gimmicky apps as any sort of foundation to build a business on, because they will crumble and your business will fall. And as for recommendations, it goes without saying, I'm not going to recommend this. I never will recommend these shiny objects. They're just gimmicks. Anything I ever do recommend will be something I use myself or something that I would use myself. Keep in mind, guys, this is all just based on my own opinion. And I form my opinions by the training I've had, the experiences I've had, and the research that I do. Before I make a review, I do spend time researching it and find out as much as I can. I'm trying to offer you some value and some knowledge to help you make a more informed decision about whether you want to buy something like this. And if you have found any value in this, I'd really appreciate if you went down and subscribed. Give the video a like, hit the little bell icon, share the video, all the good stuff. So with all that being said, that'll be me signing off. So I will see you in the next video.